I'm giving myself 6 months to prove that I can turn content creation into a real business. Now, I'm not doing this just to get views, and I'm not doing this just for followers. Views and followers matter, but they're not the end goal. I actually want to build something that makes money and that can eventually replace my 9 to 5. And instead of waiting until I've already made it big to fill you in on how I did it, I'm going to take you on a journey while I'm building it. And I'm starting right now, at this very moment, at the beginning. So here's the reality. Like a lot of people, I spent a lot of time thinking about entrepreneurship through content creation, watching videos, learning strategies, coming up with business ideas, trying to figure out the perfect way to start. But eventually, I realized something. At some point, you have to stop preparing to create and actually create, because I've already seen what can happen when I do that. What do I mean by that? I took a break from creating the content for this YouTube channel and started focusing on a gaming TikTok account. For months, I was going live consistently. And going live helped me grow that account to the 10,000 followers I needed to meet one part of the TikTok Creator Reward Program requirements. But there was still another problem. I needed the views. I wasn't getting the traction I needed to reach the required 100,000 qualified views going live every day. Then I started actually posting content, clips, videos, content people could discover even when I wasn't live. And once I started posting consistently, I eventually reached the view requirement and qualified that account for TikTok Creator Reward Program. That taught me something that completely changed the way I look at social media. The answer wasn't another strategy. It wasn't another course. It wasn't endlessly studying the algorithm. I simply had to post. Now that doesn't prove that every part of my business strategy works, but it proves something important to me. Execution matters. And that lesson is what I'm bringing into the next challenge. So here's my new challenge. Now I want to find out if I can take that lesson and turn it into something much bigger, a real content business. For the next 6 months, I'm going to focus on building this content creation business, and I'm going to share the ins and outs of the process with everyone watching. My main focus for the next 6 months is YouTube. I'm going to create videos, study what works, build an audience, create digital products, test different ways of monetizing, and document everything along the way. The views, the subscribers, the money, the videos that work, and probably a whole lot of videos that don't work. Because if this is going to be a real experiment, I just can't show you the wins. Now I've got to be transparent with everybody watching. I'm not going into this completely blind. I created a framework that I'm following called the Zero to Monetization Content System, or ZMC for short. The basic idea behind the system is simple. Content creates attention. Attention creates trust. Trust gives you the opportunity to make an offer. And eventually that offer can create revenue. But here's the important part. Creating a framework is one thing. Proving that it works is something completely different. And that's what the next 6 months are about. I'm going to follow the system myself and see what happens. Not theoretically, but in the real world. And I want to make something clear. I'm not sitting here pretending that I'm already some millionaire entrepreneur who has everything figured out. I don't. That's actually the point of this channel. You're watching me build it. So if something works, I'll show you. If something failed, I'll show you that too. If I make $10, I can show you. If I make $1,000, I can show you. And if I make absolutely nothing from an experiment, I can show you that too. Because if I discover something that can help somebody else who is trying to build their own content business, I'm going to share it. And if you hear me talking about the ZMC system throughout these videos and you want to see the framework I'm following, I'll leave a link in the video description below. But you don't have to buy anything to follow this journey. You can literally watch me test it right here. So this is day 1, 6 months starting now. The goal is simple. Turn content creation into an actual business and ultimately build something strong enough that I don't have to depend on somebody else's clock for my income. I don't know exactly what these numbers are going to look like 6 months from now. I don't know how many subscribers I have. I don't know how much money this will make, and I don't know which ideas are going to work and which ones are going to completely fail. But that's what makes this interesting. We're going to find out together. So subscribe if you want to follow the experiment. And 6 months from now, we're going to come back to this video and see whether I actually pulled it off. Let's get to work.